In today's episode, I'm going to show you how to make a mask like this one. Well, we got Bob here. Bob's going to help us demonstrate how to make this mask. Now, the first thing you need is a t-shirt or some kind of material that you're going to wrap around this. And I went ahead and cut a pretty good chunk of that off. You can get these mannequin heads for about $2.50 from China. It takes about 2 months for them to come in, but I think they work really well to make masks, and they're real cheap. Now, what you do is you take the material, you kind of lay it over, get as much coverage as you can on the front. You can do it in different designs, different ways of making the folds on the face, all that. But pretty much that's what you're trying to do. What I usually do is I push in where the eye holes are. I take some push pins, put it in the eye sockets to hold it in place, to give it more depth. Usually about 2 to each eye socket. Usually works pretty good. Now you want to take the bottom part, pull it. Does that. A couple of pieces of double-sided Velcro. I'm going to take part of it pretty low on the neck. I'm not really worried about the back because we're not going to use the whole thing. We're just making a half mask, so put that on it. Now you can kind of pull some of these folds out, or you can actually fold some in. It doesn't really matter, just depending on what you're going for. You're going to need some of this. It's painter's acrylic latex caulking. I bought this at Walmart for like I think $2. It's pretty cheap. One of these tubes will make 2 masks. Now that we're ready to start doing the mask, first thing you need to do is go ahead and cut the tip of this off. There we go. And then you take this little thing that's on the end of these caulking guns and you basically pop it inside there so that you pop the actual inside of it. The other thing I would recommend is probably wearing some kind of rubber gloves or latex gloves. I don't seem to have any right at the moment, so and I would also take like maybe the other piece of the shirt or some sort of material, because you're gonna be making a mess. See, I've already got it on my hands. And now, I'll show you how to start. Real simple process. You just pull the trigger on this gun. Get a big bead of this stuff. Start on the top. Would probably be the best way to do it. Start on the top. Now you're not doing the entire mask. You're only pretty much doing the front and the sides. So just put some on the top. And always remember to pull back that trigger right there. If you don't, when you set it down, it's going to keep leaking everywhere. You just take this scraper. Start about where the ears are, but back behind the ears. Go from this way down. Any place that whoops, any place that you see on the fabric that doesn't have this caulking, you're going to want to kind of try to cover that black fabric up. Now you can put a light layer on it. This is usually what I do. I just put a light layer on it, and then I always go back. I always go back with more, fill in those gaps. And when you get to the nose and the eyes and the mouth and everything, kind of got to be careful. You don't really want to get it. You don't really want to get it in to where those push pins are, or anywhere really around that. But you can go around the nose and stuff, but mainly the eyes, just be real careful with. And then usually what I do around when I get to that area is I go around them. Right on the nose, put some on there. Some up there on the nose. And then you're just going to go around it. Okay, so what I've done is I've went ahead and spray painted it black. And once again, you could stop right there and just go with that. But I'm going to try something different. I've never used this before. It's acrylic crimson. We're going to kind of layer it all over here and see what it does. Here we go. Okay, now that the mask is done, painted and everything, it's time to actually turn it into a mask. Take these push pins out. Okay, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to take this fabric off. And you're going to have to get the fabric out of the eyes too. Take a pretty decent sized piece of double-sided Velcro. Cut that in the middle. take your glue gun when it heats up. Dab of glue on each side. And there you go. A cheap mask. Hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Thanks for watching.